Hello friends, this is Wendy and I am working on a project. This is gonna go into my little golden book, so it's gonna be like 7 3/4 maybe, and 5 1/2 to fit on the page. Let me just kind of show you the idea that I am working on. So there's not, probably should cut it. I just don't know if this is the paper I want to use, but boy, looking at it right there, yeah, the colors just, they're right, aren't they? So I've made this little flip up. I don't have the picture on here. So here's the idea. Baby Groot is here. He's very small. So I'll have something like an arrow that says flip up for magnifier. And then flip it up, and there it is. And I'll have a handle down here. But until I get to that point, what I have is this bit of black. And I want to put a cluster over it. So I was already thinking about kind of what I want to do. So this is Guardians of the Galaxy. And it kind of screams, there's a bit of dystopian, right? Kind of, so grunge, right? Kind of, life has seen better days. It's also got a bit of a steampunk look to it. So steampunk screams gears and things of that nature. Of course, Star-Lord, if you know anything about Guardians of the Galaxy, he was a child in the 80s, and so he's really into 80s music. So that's like music notes and then bright colors. So I have this piece just sitting here on my desk. I think that would work with it. I have this little piece sitting on my desk. Now, one thing I cannot do is go beyond that, but I guess I can glue it on however I want to glue it on. Oh, I do like that though. And when it's all glued, then I can just snip around it. I have this. You know, that isn't terrible. I have some stars. This is just what I have on my desk. I was cleaning it up, and I had some stuff just on my desk. You know, that could really work right there. I thought I would just sort of collage it all on here. I have music notes that I can cut out. I was also thinking of a big triangle. I don't know why. Triangle. Were triangles just huge in the 80s? It's just, to me, it's like, oh, I have to put a triangle on there. Again, bright colors. And so I'm going to gather some things together. I'm going to cut some other pieces out. I'm going to probably cut this paper down to the size I need it to be, just so I don't grow over into the wrong area. And then I will start to collage, and hopefully it will look good. Okay, so here are some thoughts. I love my cluster, but I think it gets lost with this paper. So I think I need to do something that is less explosive. I don't know what the word is. I'm gonna try something else. Okay, I'm gonna live with this on my desk for a bit, see how I feel about it in an hour or so. I'm really not sure how I feel. The colors are right, but something doesn't seem quite right about it. Okay, this looks better, I think. Again, I'm going to leave this on my desk and I'll come back and see how I feel. Okay, I made some changes already. The first one is I don't like what page I've got. Oh, I've got so much. I did clean and I need to clean some more, right? So it's like a math problem, right? You've got clean and then you've got clean some more. But I don't like this next to the red. And I have photos that I think will go better with this page. So first change is gonna be, I'm gonna put it here. I'm gonna actually do it like this though, because it's easier when it's flat. But I've decided to go with purple. I put it out last night before I went to bed. I woke up this morning and I was like, oh, that looks really good. And my husband hadn't left for work yet. And I was like, so what do you think? And he thought it looked really good too. I still think this piece of paper here looks fabulous with this photo. So it's gonna be the matte around the photo. There is a crease here because this is going to go up, and it's important to remember from both sides of the crease that, so you can see the crease there, right? Hold on. Okay, so I added some ink so the line is easier to see, but if you butt this right up to it, you don't get this nice movement in it. And also here, there's going to have to be space. So when I put this down, there'll have to be a bit of space right there. So that it can, well, maybe I don't have to do quite so tight. No, I'll have to at least do it like that so that there's room. Okay, so I'm going to start cutting. Okay, you can learn from my mistake right there. I've mentioned before that this red line tape is really strong. And the glue is great. I have no complaints about it. This is PVA glue. I'll even show you which kind I use. And by Linetco, yeah, that one. Anyway, I really like it. I like it a lot. I guess I could have used this, but I find they work very similar. But when I flipped it up, the glue had not held it down, so I ripped it off. It didn't matter. The torn pages are going to be covered anyway. And I put on, this is, if I want something to stay and stay forever, this is what I use. This paper is by Tim Holtz. It's his new vault. I don't remember offhand what he called this one. Okay, these are both Tim Holtz. This one is from Postal. It's from he still calls them Chapter 3, even though, are they from 2023? I think so. This is from the Vault Matchbox. I'm really thinking I'm going to go with the bigger one, though, because I think it'll work best with this. I'm going to just say lift for magnifying glass, right? Lift for magnifying glass. Okay, well, part of me really would like to put way more stuff on here. Okay, so this is Postal. I'm pretty sure it's still out there too, that you can still buy it. I think it's a staple, you know, an everyday die set. This was Vault Watch. I used it for this. This little metal piece here is this little part right there on the watch. Yeah, I thought that was fun. You know, if I am living with this for a little bit and I go, you know, I really wish I had added more. Okay, I was editing this video and I got to this point and I went, oh, I can't live with it like that. It's so naked. It's a naked page. Ah! So I added, you know, I just took, I had still some more of this, so I added it here. I loved the blue. I just felt like I needed some more of that blue to pop. I love the purple, so I had to bring some purple in. I showed you this early on. That's what was going to go there. Because it does sort of go with his and I couldn't put it down. It was like, nope, nope, that's not right. I suppose if I had picked up this yellow, it would have been okay, but I needed something more there, and I was going to just stop with this, and then I lifted this up and went, oh, no, 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 no. I need something here, too. I just, you know, just to complete it, to make it feel complete. So I just love this idea. I know, I shouldn't toot my own horn. I don't know where the idea came from. It just popped into my head. I have seen a lot of people, though, over the years. So, I mean, over the past 2 decades, where they'll have a photo like this, and then they'll have larger pictures of it going along. And that was sort of what I was thinking about when I did this. So it really wasn't just out of my head. But, yeah. I love that. I'm very happy with this page now. It is not naked. It is done, and I am happy. So, if you enjoyed this, give it a big thumbs up. Hit the notification bell. Subscribe if you haven't already. Have a wonderful day. And hopefully where you are, the weather is being kind to you. Okay, anyway, have a wonderful day. Bye.